Good afternoon, all of you. Hope my voice is audible to all of you. So we will start today in the session. Our sheet one will continue with our C++ programming. So let me share the sheet with you. Yeah, I hope all of you are having sheet with you, right? I have already attached in the Blackboard. I'll be sharing my screen so that you can see the sheet as well as the integrated development environment which we will be using for this course. In the previous classes, I have already told you how to do installation for code blocks, and also I have shown you how to set up and execute Hello World program. Okay, so today in this session, we'll go further with the other problems. So let me share the screen with you. So I hope all of you you able to see my screen. Yes. Do you able to see my screen? Yeah. So, thank you. We have completed first few problems, right? And today we are supposed to see from question number 6. Okay, so let's begin with for C++ programming. We are using this code block. Okay, please double click on this code block. I'll be recording this lecture so that when it is uploaded for you, uh, you can practice at the same time, okay, watching this video as well. So now pay attention that you are understanding each and every concept. So when you click on these code blocks, which I have already installed on my machine, so let it get open. Yes. So I just create a new project. Now I'll just show you how do you create a project in C, and also I will show you how to create a project in C++, and we'll execute the Hello World program. Okay. So for example, you see in the console application, I select and I will go for and click on this next. And here if I select C, okay, and then click on next, you know that I have created a file, a folder of your section 475. This is the folder 475. Here I have only one project which we have seen in the previous session. Now I am creating project 2. Okay. Project 2, it will be stored here. So when I click on next and finish, you will see that project 2 has been created here. Okay. So I go to this main. Now see here, this is .c. .c means it's a C program. In C program, you have same thing like int main return 0, but here you are having statement called printf. Printf hello world, right? So now you can compile, you can build first. Okay, after building you will, it will, if there are any errors, it will show you the errors, and since there are no errors, okay, it will give you that your output is having 0 errors and 0 warnings. Then I can execute, I can run, right? So building is nothing but compiling, running is nothing but execution. So I told you in the previous class, compilation is nothing but converting your high level to your low level program, and execution is nothing but allocating CPU for the program to execute, right? So here hello world, you got the output. Now you have a direct step. Instead of doing first compilation and then running, you can do click on build and run. Okay, this will do two things. It will compile and run two things in a single step. Okay. Now this is a C program. See what is here, slash n means, go to next line. For example, you see hello world, it is printing in same line. I want hello in first line, world in another line. So I will put here slash n, okay, with lowercase. So now when you observe the output, you will get that hello will be the one line, in world will be in another line. Okay, so slash n is nothing but go to a new line. Okay, printf is printing anything onto the screen. Okay, instead of hello world, you can write your name also. Okay, welcome, to the next line. I want to write programming. So I will save it and run and execute. It's a shortcut, so it will display this message. We have already seen this. Now this is in C program because the extension is .c. Now what I will do is I will just go and close this workspace. Okay, now I am showing you how to create a C++ project. So go to console, and here when you click on go, click next. Here you have to select C++, and then okay, I'm just creating project 3. Now you see I was having only 2 projects here. As and when I create project 3, okay, I will get a third file here, right? So here you will have a extension .cpp. It means it's a C++ program. See, everything is same, but here you will notice that there are few differences, right? And there we are having a printf, and here you are having cout, right? And here also, if you want to execute it, you can just click on this build and run. Okay, it is giving you hello world. Now here also I want hello to be printed on one line, world has to be printed in another line. Okay, so what can I do? For that, I can put slash n here. Okay, so when I do slash n, what happens here? Hello world is printed in next line. But this slash n is supported in both C and C++, right? But C++ people, they have given a operator, another object called endl. This is nothing but slash n. So if I want to use, instead of slash n, I want to use endl. Okay, how can you do that? So first you have to write hello, and then close this hello world as separately, and in between this you can give endl statement. Okay, so if you give this statement, so hello will be printed in first line. Endl means is nothing but slash n. World will be printed in next line. So I just save it and again build and run. So you will see that, oops, there error. So what's the error? Yeah. So the error is this: you have to put only 2 operators. This overloaded operator less than, right? This was the error. So I just save it and run this. So it has given me the output now, hello world, same as. So here also you can use cout object for printing any message. Okay, welcome to C++, okay, NGL programming. So I save it and run this. Okay, welcome to C++ program. Right now, let's go to the sheet and see here. So we have seen cout, we have seen endl, how to use, and also we have seen slash n, correct? So slash n is used in both C and C++, and endl is used only in C++, right? Cout is a object which is used only in C++. It is connected to your screen output console directly. If you want to print any message, you can print this in the with the help of Cout. Okay. Now, next question is introducing single line and the multi-line comments. Let us understand this. See, if you while writing any program, if you want to mention that, okay, for example, what is this main? Main is nothing but the entry point of your program. If I write, okay, main is the entry point of my program. Okay, this is the notes which you want to write, some important notes. If you write like this, now the problem is you cannot write like this in the program because it will give you error. You see, it will say that there are a lot of errors. Why? Because the compiler is trying to convert this program, and at the same time your notes, your comment also it is trying to convert, and it gives you error. So we have to tell the C++ compiler that this line what I have highlighted is not the part of the program. It is my own comments for my for uh, for personal understanding. Okay, so for that you have to write this comment. Okay, uh, this one, this two lines, two forward slashes. When I do this, what happens? You see, still the line is present. Be able to see this line, but compiler will not see it. Compiler will not see it. Okay, now I can run again, save it and run again. Now my program will work fine. Yeah, this is called single line comment. Okay, this is a single line comment. This is single line comment. Okay, now how do you do give multiple line comments? For example, I want to comment this lines. This is my multiple line comment. Now these are the three lines. I want to comment it. Okay, if I don't comment, I will get error. Correct? You see, I will get error here. So now I want to give these three lines comment. First technique is you can give this comment, comment, comment. Three lines. Okay, three times you have to put this comment, and then you start executing. This will work fine. Okay, this will not give you any error. But this is very cumbersome. For single line comment, this is good, right? But for multiple line comments, here only there are three lines. It's okay. Suppose if you have written 10 lines or 15 lines for explanation of the code, now it will be very difficult for you to make 20, 30 times this. So we will do block comment, forward slash star, and then here you have to end star forward slash. Okay. So when you do this, this is called multi-line comments. Okay. So when I execute this, now the compiler will not see it and you will get the output and you can write your comments here. So all of you understood this point? Yes? Any questions? Okay, that's great. Good. So now let's move to the next part. What is the difference between C and C++? Okay. Now all of you do one thing. Okay, in your notes, okay, in your notes you prepare one table like this. You prepare one table. Here you write C and here you write C++. Okay, and make one table. Okay, this table throughout this semester I will be updating you the differences. Okay, so far what we have seen. Okay, first C is invented by who invented C? Dennis Ritchie, correct? So write the name of the inventor, Dennis Ritchie, and here it is invented by Banerjee Strausser. Okay. Second difference. Okay. C is procedure-oriented language. Procedure-oriented language. And whereas C++ is object-oriented language. Object-oriented. It also supports procedure oriented, also supports procedure oriented approach. Okay. Yeah, what is the third difference we have seen? For going to next line, this slash n is for new line character, correct? And here slash n is also there, and also we have endl, correct, object, both meaning for going for new line. Okay. And here for printing anything onto the screen, you are using printf. Okay. And here you will be using cout object for printing. Okay, by default they are connected to input output console, that is output console. And scanf, there is a statement which is connected to input console, and here we are having cin. I will tell you what is the cin. Okay. In fact, in the last class I have told you, to accept anything from the keyboard we will be using cin. Okay. So like this, throughout the semester I will be giving you some information every time, according to the situation. You need to add this differences in the table. Okay. So that you will understand what is the difference between C and C++ programming. Okay. So now let's go for data types. So all of you are with me, are you understanding? Yes. Shall we go to the next part? Okay, that's great. Okay. So now let's go for data types now. What is data type? This is in theory already doctor might have discussed. So I will not go into the details. Okay. There are two types of data types which are supported by C++. Okay. C supports only a few types of data types, but C++ supports more than what all C supports, plus some extra data types it supports and operators it supports. Okay. So one is called predefined data types. Predefined data types. And next is user defined data type. User defined data types. Let me check, am I recording this? Yeah. So in the predefined data types, you are having char, int, short, long, float, double, float, double, and combination long int, short int, long int. Okay, like this. So these are called user predefined data types. In user defined data types also you have two constructs. One is called enum, then you are having struct, then you have class. Please note down that this enum and struct, they are supported in C, but not class is not supported in C. C++ supports enum, struct, and classes all. So there is one more difference. So please add that data in the table which I have shown you. Okay. So let us first see what are the predefined data types. Okay. And the important thing about the data types is you must know for these data types three things. Okay. How much memory is allocated to them? How much memory is allocated? Okay. And also you should know the range of values. Range of values means what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value. Okay, you must know about this. So for this, how do you find out? Let us take an example of short first. Okay, there is the data type. I will write here first, char data type short int long double or float. Now tell me how much memory is allocated for char. For char, 1 byte of memory is allocated. For short, 2 bytes of memory is allocated. Okay. For integer, it is dependent. If your operating system is 16-bit, it will give you 2 bytes. Otherwise, it will give you 4 bytes. Okay. So it means it may give you 2 bytes if you are using 32-bit OS, and 4 bytes if you are using 64-bit. Okay. So now you can also find uh, depending upon the amount of storage given by int, you can find out your machine is 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay, and also for long some value is there for double and float. Now let us see, how do you know? This is what I have told you, but there is one operator called size of. This will tell you about how much memory is allocated for it. Now just I'll show you now. Let me just remove all these things. Okay, so now here I will write cout. Okay, char for char for char, how much memory is allocated? Size of, I write just char. Okay, bytes are bytes allocated. Understood? I just printed a char. Okay, size of will give me how much memory. So I just told you that. Okay, for char 1 byte of memory, let us verify this value. This 1 bit is correct or not. Okay, so now I just compile my program and execute it. So it is giving me error. You know what is the error? Let me check. It failed with one errors. Yeah, expected semicolon. Yeah, so just remove this codes. This code should come here, not inside this. Okay, so again I save it and run the program. It will run. Now you see here the output is for char 1 byte is allocated. Correct? For char 1 byte is, so size of operator gives me how much memory is allocated for it. Okay, now similarly I can just copy this and paste it for short. Okay, so right here short. Okay, and similarly I can write it for int. Here also I will write int. Okay, then again I just print it. Let's make it for float and check it for float. Similarly we can do it for double also. Okay, for double how much? For double, let's write double Anything else? Char, short, int. Okay, long is also missed, right? So I'll just take it for long also. Now you see, when I compile and execute this, it will give me how much? See, for char 1 bytes, for short 2 bytes. Now for integer 4 bytes. 4 byte means, okay, see, for integer it is giving that 4 bytes are allocated. It means my system is 64 bit. Okay. If your computer is giving 2 bytes here, it means your computer is using 32-bit application. Okay. And float is 4 bytes, double is 8 bytes, and for long is 4 bytes. Okay, all of you understood this? Okay, so you have to try this program at home and check the output. Is it clear, all of you? Yeah, that's great. Let me check. Okay, good. So now these are the data types we have seen. Okay, now from these data types, derived user different data types we'll see at end in last chapter. I think doctor has not yet started. Let's talk about string. String is nothing but it's an array of characters. Okay, what is string? So I just write down here. Please write down this definition. Strings. String is nothing but it's an array of character. An array of character. Now, this is very important, and this is a derived data type. Okay, so let me write here. Okay, string is also there. Okay, it is supported in C also, C++ also, strings. But in C++, you can implement it with the help of array. So you can say that at some extent with the help of array you can do, but in C++ you can have a class called string and it works. Okay. Now, it's an array of character. What do you mean by an array of character? For example, you see, let's go for a new project. I'll just save it, close the workspace. I will go for a new project called string project. Okay, so project 4 project string, which is 4. Okay, fourth project about string. I just created this. This is my IDE. So here, suppose I want to write. Okay, and now I'll just show you about for example, my name. My name is Salman, right? So Salman is a string of characters, like SALMAN, right? So total, how many characters are there? 6, right? So S is one character, A is another character, L is another character, and M is another character, comma, A is another character, comma, N is another character. So total 6 characters are there, right? So I can write all these 6 characters in an array of character. So for this, you need to create an array. How create an array? When you see like this in data type, it's called an array. Okay. So now I'm creating character array called name. So here, character array called name. Okay. Just this is called name. Now here I give my name. Okay. You see how I will give. This is open bracket S. So S I give capital SAL. Okay. MAN. Okay. Now this is how I write character as an array of characters. Okay. This is called a string, but this is very difficult for me if I want to write a big string, comma, and apostrophe, it takes a lot of time, right? So let me first show you. I just type this array name, okay, and I just write cout name, okay. So you see, just I'm running. Yeah, it has given Salman, and it is giving me some brackets also. Yeah, this is the problem with arrays, character strings. Now I told you that string is nothing but an array of character, but this is not complete definition. This is not complete definition. Now let me complete the definition of an array. An array string is nothing but the definition of string is an array of character. This is not complete definition. The complete definition is this: string is an array of characters, right, now, terminated with null character. Terminated terminated with null character. Null character. So it means what? An array is created. An array is created, okay, for S, for A, for L, for M, for A, and for N. One block is given, and it will start counting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you are ending here, right? As you have seen here output, that it is giving some extra characters, junk characters. Yes, it will give you. This is the problem. To overcome this problem, what you have to do is at end you have to add null character /0. Okay, you have to add null character. So when you add null character, you see what happens. I give here at the end, okay, /0, okay, and close it. Now this will work fine. You see, now it is giving Salman, correct? So now if I ask you this question, that the string Salman is having how many characters? Tell me, please answer. The string character has, the string Salman has how many characters? Tell me. I'm expecting answer. Yeah, some of you have answered yes, but you see, can you count here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Null character is also there. Okay. So total how many characters now? Tell me. Total how many characters? Very good. 7 now. Correct. So total now you are having 7 characters. Okay. Now this is one way of writing the array, string of characters. Now I just comment it. Okay. Now I will write. I will create another in another way. I will write here. Okay. Right. I will write name as, okay, is equal to. Now here I will write in double quotations. Okay. Arafat. Now tell me what output I will get now here. I get Arafat now. So string is nothing but it's an array of characters terminated with null character, or anything which you write in double quotes. Anything which you write in double quotes is a string. Is a string. Okay. So in this example, I write Arafat in double quotations. Okay. Now I will ask you one question. Tell me how many number of characters are there? Any answer? I will see who will give me the correct answer. How many characters are there in Arafat? Arafath. No, just count it. How many characters are there? For this, you need to draw the internal representation. First, I'm waiting for answer. Just let me get some answers. Some are saying 0 to 6. Some are saying 7. 7. Okay, now let us see what is the correct answer. Now, how do you write this? Arafat, it's an array of characters, correct? So for A, You are having A, R, A, F, A, T, H, correct? So this is an array, correct? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last is null character, as I told you that. Okay. So total, tell me how many characters are there? Now tell me how many characters? Very good. Not 78. Yeah, 8. Correct. So total number of characters are 8. But now you see what is the difference between this example and this example. Here, when I write separately in an array, for example, you see here in this example, when I write as a say characters of array, then I have to give null character manually, right? This is the difference. But whereas when I write in double quotes, automatically the system will add null character at end. So total characters are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and null character 8. So total characters are 8. Okay. Total characters are 8, but its maximum index is 0 to 7. 0 to 7. Okay. That's great. So now, can you imagine if I write name size? How much memory is allocated for? Can you tell me how much memory is allocated for name? For name, how much memory is allocated? I told you already. For char 1 byte, correct? For char 1 byte. So all are characters. So 1 byte plus 1 byte plus 1 byte, 1 byte, 1 byte, 1 byte, right? So when you add up all, so total how many bytes are allocated? 8 bytes, correct? So now we can ask a size of operator to tell how much memory is allocated for name. Okay. So you see Arafat name size is how much? 8. Why it is giving Arafat name size? Here it is not, here I have not given ENDL, so that it can print on next line. So I just give, now see here, Arafat. So the name array is having size how much? 8. So all of you understood this concept, strings? Yeah? Any doubt? If you have any doubts, ask me. That's good. Great. So shall I move to the next step now? Operators. This is very important. Okay. Shall we move to operators? Okay. Okay. That's great. So now in C++, you are having these operators. Size of is also an operator. Please remember. Just now I have shown you size of. Size of is also an operator. Okay. So operators in C++. First is arithmetic operators. Okay. Second is logical operators. Third is, do you remember? Bitwise operators. Fourth is relational operators. Size of is operator. Okay. and you are having new operator, new and delete. Okay, like this, you are having ternary operator. Okay, so what are the arithmetic operators? Arithmetic operators are plus, minus, multiply, divide, and modulo. Okay, so I think first four you have seen. Modulo, I will explain you what is. In logical operators, you have less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Sorry. In logical operators, you have and logic operator or logic operator. Okay. In bitwise operator, you have and, you have or. See, this is logical operators. They are not bitwise, and these are bitwise. I'll explain what is the difference between them. Okay. And you are having here you are having not, and here you are having this one's complement, and this is not. Okay. Now relational operators are nothing but less than, or equal to, greater than, or equal to. This is equal to means to compare, equal to, comparison operator. Okay, and this is not equal to, okay, this is called not equal to. And ternary operator, I'll just tell you about ternary operator. So you just remember this. Okay, so this I have just given the list of operators. Now let us see first arithmetic operators now. Okay, so I will go for operators. So I will create a new project. Because you are just listening, we are doing a lot of exercises, so that in the next session, what all I have done, okay, you just do at your home, practice of all these examples, and come to the next tutorial session, so that I will proceed further. Okay, and if you are getting any errors, you just come to me. I will help you how to resolve it. Okay? So now we'll take now project 6 about operators. Okay. So first here I will show you about arithmetic operator. Now what is arithmetic operator? Now I told you that suppose there are two numbers, integer, A is 10, okay, and B is uh, suppose B is 3. Okay. Now what is the meaning of int A is 10, B is A is 10, B is 3? What is the meaning of this? See, when I write int A is 10, B is equal to 3, means what? It means that in memory, okay, for A, just now we see as of operator, 4 bytes is allocated. 4 bytes are allocated for storing number 10. In memory, B also, 4 bytes of memory is allocated for storing number 3. So these are two variables, okay, and these values of the variables. Okay, so I'm storing A and B. So if I do A plus B, tell me what is the answer? What is A plus B? Yeah, 13. What is A minus B? It will be 7. What is A multiplied by B? It's 30, correct? Now what is A by B and what is A mod B? This is very important for you to answer. Tell me, can you tell me what is the answer for this? So I hope first four, every one of you can give me the answer. This everybody can give the answer. Okay. Now I want answer for the last two because all these are arithmetic operators. So I got some answers. Let me. Good, great. Somebody is saying 3.3. Okay, let's see. Okay, what is the reality now? Remember, these all arithmetic operators are integer operators. Okay, write down some. I will. There are some rule book. I will just create here. Okay, so you have to write first rule. Rule number one. What is rule number one? All arithmetic operators are integer. Means they don't know point. Okay, like we have told 3.33, right? Correct. A by b, if you divide it you get that answer, but we are learning C++. In C++ it doesn't work like that. Okay, for this you have to do something different. So let me first uh, introduce you these two things. Okay, so see out. Okay, a plus b. A plus b is how much? It will give. See out. Now, the good programmer doesn't type much. Okay, the good programmer always copy paste. So copy pasting is also a skill, right? You need to learn this also. That doesn't mean copying in examination. Okay, a plus b, a minus b, a multiplied by b. Right? So let me just comment these two lines. I will come to them afterwards. So let us see this first outputs. Okay, so I just executed. So a plus b. 1 minute. Let me just make this equal to here like this, so that. And here I will also give you one more thing. See out. Okay, a is how much? A, and b is equal to b. Just for information I just give these values. Now you see here, when I run this program, a is 10, b is 3, so a plus b is 13, a minus b, a into b, it's all giving me 13. Can you tell me why? Is my computer wrong? No, computer is not wrong. There is problem in our program logic. Okay, this is called a bug. Bug means there is some problem, there is some mistake in the program, but that mistake is not an error. That is a logical mistake. The mistake what we have done here is we have not changed signs here. Correct? Here I told plus plus, everywhere I am typing plus. Okay, no, this should be minus and this should be multiply. Understood, all of you? Now you see, a is 10, b is 3, a plus b is 13, a minus b is 7, and a into b is 30. Okay. Now the next point is, let us find out what is a divided by b. A divided by b. As some of you has given me the answer that it is 3.33. Good try. So now here I will show you. When I do a by b, what is the meaning of a by b? Means you are dividing a with 3. Correct? So now you see here, 3 goes, 3 into 3 is 9, and remainder is how much? Remainder is 1. Correct? This is called remainder. This is called quotient. Okay, so always a by b will give you quotient. What it will give you? It will give you quotient. Okay, so what is the quotient here? 3. So the answer will be how much? The answer will be, see, a by b is 3. Okay, so I just give here equal to, yeah, get some answers. Good. A by b is 3. You see, a by b is 3. Now, next point. What is this A mod B? A mod B will give you remainder. Tell me what is the remainder? What is the remainder here? This is quotient and this is remainder. So remainder is how much? 1. So I should get answer A mod B as 1. Understanding all of you? So I just remove this and write A mod B. Good answers. Okay. So yeah, you see it has given 1. So now I will give you one question now. Suppose I have 101 and here I am having 4. Tell me what is the answer of A by B and A mod B? Fast, all of you. Tell me what is the answer A mod B and A by B. So I got some answers. 25. No. See here. A is how much? 101 and B is how much? 4. So it means you have to divide 101 with 4. Correct? So let us see the answer is correct or not, right? So 4 2s are 8. Okay. So carry 2. 4 5s are 20. Right? Yeah, this is 100. 425 is 100. So remainder is 1. So quotient is how much? 25. Good answer. And remainder is how much? 1. Good. Okay, suppose if I have 103, tell me what is the answer? 103. If I have 103 here, so remainder will be 3 here. Okay. So quotient will be 25, remainder will be 3. Yeah, quotient will be same. But what is the answer for A mod B? A mod B will change. Okay. So let us see first. For 101, we see that the value of A is 101 and B is 4. So A plus B, A minus B, A into B, and A by B is 25, A mod B is 1. That's great. Now, but if I make this as 104, okay, 104, tell me what is the answer? Remainder will be 0 here, okay? No, not 26. Yeah, good, 26. Good, 26 and remainder 0. Correct. Okay. Now, if I make this 103, so it's 25 and remainder will be 3. Okay, all of you. So hope you have understood this operator. Arithmetic operators. Understood all of you? Yes, that's great. Now let us see the other operators like logical and all during examples. I will show you. Don't worry. Okay. There is one more important thing called increment and decrement operator, which I would like to share with you. Okay. What is increment and decrement operator? So now, see, I don't want this all. I want to comment this. Finish. Okay. So I can write another program here. Right. So I commented all this. Compiler will not see. Okay, what is increment and decrement operator? You see, for example, suppose int a is equal to, I have declared as 10. Okay, then if I write a is equal to a plus 1 and I am typing the value of a is equal to a. Tell me what is the value of a? Initially, for first line here, in line number 8, the value of a will be 10. After incrementing it, the value of a will be 11. Correct? So this is normal increment. Okay, now if you want to add the value, this increment operator has shortcut also. Okay, you can write this in different ways. Okay, what are the different ways? This is the first way of writing. Okay, the another way of writing this is a plus equal to 1. This is also one of the ways. Okay, a plus is equal to 1 means a is equal to a plus 1. This is also one way of writing. Okay, and third way is a plus plus. This is also one of the way of writing this increment operator. You see, this is also giving value. But like this works as increment, and also like here, as I have told you, a is equal to a plus 1. If I have given a is equal to a minus 1, this will work. Okay, it will decrement it. This is called decrement operator. Here also a minus equal to 1, it will give me decrement operator. And here a minus minus will give me a decrement operator. Okay, so it is decrementing the value of a by 1. You see, this is decrementing the value of a by 1. But both increment or decrement, they are of two types. Whether you talk about increment operator or decrement operator. Increment means plus plus, decrement means minus minus. Okay, for both, okay, you have two categories. One is pre-increment and post-increment. Pre and post-increment. Post. Now, what is the difference between pre-increment and post-increment? You see, this is increment. First, I write the variable. Afterwards, I write the increment or decrement. This is called post increment. This is called post increment. If this minus minus, if I have written here first minus minus then a, then this is called what? Pre decrement. Okay, or pre increment. Now by seeing both are seems to be working same, but they are not same. Remember it. Why they are not same? Now I will show you the difference. So let me comment this. I will declare one more variable called b. Okay, so now here I write b is equal to a plus plus. Okay, and I will write b is equal to plus plus a. You can do for plus plus or minus minus, your wish. Tell me, are both are correct, or both are same or different? First, let us see b is equal to a plus plus. Now, first let me explain you how this is working. Okay, this is post increment. A is 10. Okay, b is equal to a plus plus. So find a and b. Find a is how much and b is how much. Okay, this is our problem. So if a is 10, b is 10, b we don't know. So I write b is equal to a plus plus. This is called post increment, means increment is postponed. So here actually you are doing two things. Okay, you are assigning value. Okay, you are assigning value. First, what are you doing? Assigning the value. Assignment operation, savvy operation, right? And second, increment. Increment or decrement, whatever you do. Okay, so first you are incrementing and last you are, sorry, first you are assigning and last you are incrementing or decrementing. It means increment or decrement is postponed, right? So first assignment happens means b is equal to a will happen first. Okay, so a is having 10, b we don't know. So first assignment will happen, b is equal to a. When b is equal to a happens, b will get the old value of a. Then increment will happen, a will become 11. Okay, so the output will be a is 11, b will be 10 only. Okay, let us see this. Okay, I just run this. So a is 10, sorry, I have to type this is a value, this a, b is equal to b. Okay, I have to type both values. Here I should not print b because here I have not given any value to b. What happens if you give b also? If I give b, it will print some garbage value initially because we don't know what is the value. It will give you some garbage value. You see here, this is called garbage value. See some, do you able to see this? 268 is some garbage value because we have not given any value, some garbage value has taken. So A is 10, B we don't know, some garbage value. So in post increment, A is incremented, but B will get the old value of A, right? This is case of post increment. In post increment, the variable B will get the older values of A. Okay. So here I write, yeah. So here, what summary we write? A, you will get new value, Jadid, and B will get old value. Now, let us see pre-increment. Suppose I will just change the color for difference. Okay. A is equal to 10, B is equal to, now first plus A. When we do this, here first what is happening first? Increment will happen, and second, this assignment will happen. So that's why, because increment is decrement is done first, this is called pre-increment. Okay. So when you do pre-increment, so what is happening? A is having 10, B is having some garbage value, correct? Some garbage value. So I write garbage value as G. So first increment will happen. Increment will happen means A will become how much? 11. After that, Savi, assignment will happen. So it will put 11. So here A also gets new value and B also gets new value. Okay. So here you will get A 11, B also 11. Let us check it. Okay. So I just uh, remove the comment, and here I will comment this. You see B is equal to plus A. So when I run this, okay, it gives me. Okay, all of you. So understood this point? You have any questions about increment and decrement operator? Yes. Yeah, that's great. Okay, now before I complete this session, one important point I will discuss with you, and then I will stop. Now this Adhan also inshallah will go from. So, so the last point, like most of you have given me answer about this, A by B is 3.33. I want to get this answer 3.33. How you should get? That is the question. Okay. So now, so what I will do is I will just comment all. Okay. Uh, I write here again. Int A is 10. Okay. And B is 3. And I write C out A by B. Correct? Here I want A divided by B equal to, I want to get the answer in 3.33, but you know that the answer will be only 3. Okay. So why? Because I told you that rule. What is the rule? The rule is, it's an division plus minus integer or plus minus divide division modular integer operator. So integer by integer will give you integer only, always. Okay. So if you want to do integer by float, float means in decimals you will get the answer will be float, or float by integer you will get float, float by float you will get float. Okay, so we are doing this operation, that's why we get integer. So I have to tell C++ compiler that please take either numerator, denominator, or anything as float, then it will give you the correct answer. Okay, our expected answer. So let us check. I will say this, take numerator as float. Okay, so now when I run this, now you get the answer 3.333. Understood all of you? Okay, this is called typecasting. Converting one data type into another data type is called typecasting. Okay, so we have seen a new concept called typecasting, converting integer to float. Okay, there are many ways of doing that. Another way is you can do like this also. See out, if I do 100 divided by 6, tell me what is the answer. 100 divided by 6, anyone please answer me fast. We'll stop now after this. 100 divided by 6, yeah, I get some answer as 16.6, and some are giving 16. So let us see who is correct. See, this is int by int, so it will give integer value only. Okay, so 100 by 6, it gives you, okay, 100 by 6 is gives you 16 only. Okay, just check now. 100 divided by 6 is give you 16 only. Now, but I want 16 point with point decimal values. So either numerator or denominator you can write float, or there is one more thing. Instead of writing 6, you can write 6.0. 6.0 is float. So automatically it will take, this is another way of doing this. Okay, or numerator, you can put in numerator here also, no problem. Point 0, no problem. So anyway, numerator or denominator, anything you convert it to float, it will work. If you don't want to put this, you can put f, means float. This is also okay, no problem. Yeah, this is not taking. Let me check here. Yeah, there's yeah, this notation is not working here. So the third way of doing is just do typecasting. Make this as float. Okay, so this will work, of course, as expected. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood. Yes, if you have any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Okay, that's great. So we'll stop here and continue next week. Okay, so make sure that you practice all these problems. Okay, thank you and see you next week.